And I'm standing here with Karolyn Kirchgesler, who's the CEO of Team San Jose. Now, Karolyn, a lot of exciting things happening in San Jose, and I know you're here today at Smart Meetings Northern California to talk to the meeting professionals about all the things that are going on. So fill us in and our viewers on what's happening in San Jose.
Well, we have so many things happening in San Jose. First of all, recently our airport has announced several new international flights. So just beginning last summer, we have a direct flight now between the San Jose Mineta International Airport and Beijing with Hainan Airlines. That goes 5 times a week. We also just secured Lufthansa, which will be direct flights between San Jose and Frankfurt, Germany. Also 5 days a week. In May, we are starting round-trip direct flights to Heathrow, London Heathrow Airport. Those will be daily flights. And then we also, in May of this year, are starting direct flights to Vancouver, Canada. And those will be twice daily, non-stop flights. So all those are non-stop flights.
That is fantastic news. I was unaware of that. But, you know, a lot of people don't realize San Jose is the 11th largest city in the United States.
It's the 10th largest, actually. Yes, it's the 10th largest, yes.
It's a well-kept secret because I didn't know that.
Well, you know, we're such a big business destination and obviously a tech destination being in the heart of Silicon Valley. And so we do a lot of corporate business, especially as it relates to the tech industry. And so these types of flights are really important for us. We just expanded and renovated our convention center within the last 2 years. So if you run a meeting and you haven't been in that center, it looks like it's completely brand new. We're getting a lot of great feedback about it. And it's actually set up in such a way that it's very user-friendly and really geared towards some of the new ways of doing business. So a lot of big areas for networking. And it's really taken into account a lot of the ways that our industry's changed a little bit.
Well, as you say, you're here in the heart of Silicon Valley. There's a huge millennial population of workers here. So we all in this industry have had to adapt and change because they don't work the same way as baby boomers like me. You know, so you're adapting to that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And our convention center is really designed for that. So, you know, we when we did our renovation and our remodel, we actually added in some seating areas that are really popular with millennials, almost more like a square set of steps, and those get used all the time with lots of plugins and space. But we've also noticed agendas are changing. Convention and conference agendas are changing. All of us have cell phones now. We have all of this information coming at us constantly. And so I think all of us have shorter attention spans. Right. You've seen that in the sessions. Instead of, you know, I remember the old days, you might have one speaker who spoke for an entire hour, maybe even 90 minutes. And now in that same time frame, you probably have 6 or 7 speakers who are on for 20 minutes. Their messages are very succinct. They have different formats for delivering their messages. So it's really changed the industry and the way, and you know, gone are the days of keeping your cell phones in your purse or your pocket. They want you tweeting and posting on social media, and often now that's how we measure our success.
Exactly. But San Jose is really, as you mentioned, one of the great destinations now. So from a meeting professional standpoint, when you're talking to them about all the offerings over and above the convention center facilities, what are some of the other things you talk to them about?
Well, you know, I think one of the things that we always like to remind planners, and those who have been here know this, but we've got a very walkable city. You mentioned the restaurants. Because of the tech industry, we have a very diverse population. Really, it's like a United Nations. And so we have so many great restaurants that reflect the cuisine of the various people that are living in San Jose. We also are a large arts community. So, you know, we have our own symphony, we have our own opera, we have our own ballet, we have a phenomenal children's theater, we have tons of museums and galleries. But besides that, we're located in a perfect spot in the Bay Area because San Francisco's close by. I like to refer to them as our largest suburb. Monterey, you had mentioned earlier, is a beautiful location. Santa Cruz. So San Jose is a great destination. Right around us, there are opportunities to do just about everything. The beaches of Santa Cruz are less than 30 minutes away. The redwoods, you can go hiking in the redwoods. The wineries, we literally are surrounded by wineries. And I know a lot of people, when they think about wine, think of further north, but we've got great wineries right in the area.
Well, Karolyn, one of the things that you were mentioning to me was that the center itself does all of their own farm-to-table food and beverage, correct?
So yes, the way we operate is we run our own food and beverage service, and so we go out and hire a chef, an executive chef, and an entire catering team. But what this really allows us to do is have a lot of control over the ingredients that are served and what we serve. And to be more flexible with menus, and that's something that planners really love. And one of the trends that we are seeing a lot of right now are planners who really care about healthy options. They want you to be flexible with the menus. They want to know what ingredients are in things, and they want to know that you're buying healthy produce and buying it locally, and that's so easy for us to do. We're seeing more than ever when we have these major events with thousands of people. It used to be that you just needed to have a vegetarian option, and now it's vegetarian and vegan and kosher and gluten-free and halal and all these different things.
Well, you mentioned you're like a United Nations.
We are,
in
yes,
terms
we really
of the
are.
employee population here in Silicon Valley. And of course, all of this ties into sustainability and the importance of protecting our planet and doing all the right things, and you are doing that.
We are doing that. In fact, last year, we actually are very active with a program that's called Hunger at Home. And so we actually were one of the leaders in San Jose of donating unserved food to homeless shelters.
Wow.
And we actually have gotten a lot of other partners. A facility that we're standing in right now, I believe, is also a part of that. And so in the last 18 months, over 1 million meals have been donated by us and several other hospitality and hotels in the area.
That's wonderful.
So it's really it's great to be able to do good things like that.
That is really, really wonderful. And I think, again, we have to have a sensitivity to the communities that we live in.
Absolutely.
And so that's certainly a wonderful program. What are some of the other things that we haven't talked about yet that you would like to share with the audience?
Well, I just think overall San Jose is a great destination. That we're very, we're environmentally conscious as well, so I talked about giving back to the community. But we've also made a lot of changes in our convention center. We have an 87% recycle or reuse rate. We even donate our fryer oil for biodiesel fuel. So we're trying to keep our footprint as small as we possibly can. And I know that's important to a lot of planners and a lot of attendees in general.
Well, Karolyn, thanks again so much for taking the time to talk to us here at Smart Meetings Northern California.
Thank you.
We hope it's a very successful day for you and San Jose, and I personally look forward to coming to San Jose so I can see firsthand all the wonderful things that you've been talking about. So thanks so much.
Well, thank you, and thank you for all that you do for our industry. We really appreciate it.